State all year. They trust their ability to cover kickoffs. Brian Kelly hopes one of the places his team might have an advantage today is in special teams. And we're underway. The Rose Bowl and college football playoff semifinal. Tyree speedy, and he got blasted, and the ball comes out. And it's recovered by Tommy Tremble. Or excuse me, it's Jack Kaiser. They have two, number 24s. He's a linebacker. And Josh Jobe sent an early message with the big hit.
Was going to try to match that personnel all night. They have three tight ends in the game on second down.
And the handoff to Kyron Williams. Outstanding sophomore running back. He tries to deliver a stiff arm to Jobe. And he goes down at the 27 with an Irish first down. Zeke Carell in there to start. Making just his second start of the season. Jarrett Patterson out with an ankle injury, suffered mid-year. Book takes off running again and ducks down near the 30, but about 7 yards short of the first down. Daniel Wright made the play for Alabama. Najee Harris off a tremendous SEC title game against Florida. They faked it to him. Miller Forrestall, the tight end, catch and run. And a nice start for the Tide out to the 36-yard line.
He competed every day, he won the job, and he has still been a great mentor to Bryce.
He dumps it off to Harris. And he takes people with him. Maris Lee, first team All-American Landon Dickerson. He's out with a knee injury, suffered against Florida. They blitzed Jones. He spun away from it and hit Forrestall for another first down to the Notre Dame 37-yard line. Lyman, a backup through most of his career. They have faith in him. He's played a lot of football. Here's Harris up the middle, and he powers forward for a Bama first down. To the 26, there's Dickerson for different ways and try to give the offense trouble. Quick throw, here is Devontae Smith, goodbye, farewell, touchdown!
Well, this is an RPO, and Mac Jones makes the perfect read. There's only two defenders. You can count on Devontae Smith to make one guy miss. That's Clarence Lewis. The perfect read by Mac Jones. Give the ball or throw it to Devontae.
And Will Reichert adds the extra point. Frequently than usual, knowing they have to stay on the field, keep Alabama's offense off it. They brought some pressure, didn't get to Book, and a nice catch on a low throw by Michael Mayer, the tight end, true freshman from Eichenberg, the big left tackle, won the Jacobs Trophy as the best offensive lineman in the ACC. One of those design runs for Book, they get nowhere near the first down. Christian Barmore, defensive lineman.
This is an area where Steve Sarkisian trusts his quarterback to take a shot down the field on play action.
Najee Harris, lots of running room outside. And he runs over Kyle Hamilton to get to the 18.
To catch it. He reminds me so much of Marvin Harrison, the way he played.
There's Harrison, a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Here's Slade Bolden, who stepped in at the wide receiver spot after they lost Jalen Waddle.
Get in college football.
Waddle working his way back. It seems like he might be available for the national championship game in 11 days. Hurdling is Harris, and now running down the sideline, and he's chopped out of bounds deep in Irish territory. That's a man of 6'2", 230 who went up and over Nick McLeod.
That's just unbelievable. First of all, it looked like he was going to lose yardage on the play. He bounces it outside and then instinctively goes right over.
Right now, no offense to Travis Etienne and Breece Hall, the other finalists. Play fake by Jones. Has a man wide open. Jaleel Billingsley, another Bama touchdown.
Again, Devontae Smith is going to draw double coverage back here. Here's Billingsley. He's going to cross to the other side of the field. and he's going to be wide open. Play action. Where's Devontae? We got him covered. Uh-oh, nobody on Billingsley.
He had 12 catches for the season entering today, but 11 of them in the last 5 games. As he's gotten more comfortable, they've gotten more comfortable playing him. Georgia, 2nd and 7. They stick with Tyree, true freshman running back. Book trying to set up a screen. Lots of running room and blockers for Tyree. And they're going to mark him out of bounds back at the 45-yard line.
So he's prepared for that.
As he said, he wants to eat clock. They average nearly 34 minutes of possession per game. Tyree looks like he has the first down to the 35-yard line, and it is 1st and 10.
Footwork in the hole gets the first down.
Christian Harris didn't get him down. There's a big hole on the left, and Williams almost took it the distance. Christian Harris,
Alabama defense.
a redshirt freshman, played in 4 games last year and redshirted. Got much slimmer and stronger. And he carries on 3rd and 2 for the first down. Well, this is what Brian Kelly had in mind. Some of the backups not as talented as Tremble. Design run for Book. Ian Book to the goal line. And they're marking him down short. Irish fans and players thought it was a touchdown.
I think he's in. Sean, I think he got in. I mean, we'll take a look, and I'm sure they'll take a look. He's protecting the football. Well, that could be a good call. The butt is down. Does the ball, all it has to do is break the front of the plane for most of the season.
4th and goal. Magnificent drive. Will it yield points? Yes, it will. Kyron Williams slides into the end zone for a Notre Dame touchdown.
Really good push up front. The left guard, the left tackle, the center, Corral.
Getting back in the country.
Already has more yards in this game than he had last week against Clemson in the ACC championship game. So little chip on his shoulder coming into the ball game tonight.
Jonathan Dorr, the extra point. What a drive. There's Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator and winner of the Frank Broyles Award this year as the top assistant coach in the country. He called for quick tempo there and a sneak ahead for a first down. Irish showing blitz. They brought pressure. Jones threw away from it to Devontae Smith, who's taken out of bounds across midfield by the 6th-year senior Sean Crawford. 49, 9.5 to go till halftime. Mac Jones sees weapons everywhere he looks. And how about that catch by Jaleel Billingsley? Looked like Crawford had excellent coverage, and somehow the tight end came down with it. The weapon over the second half of this season. Fake to Najee Harris, and the quick strike to Devontae Smith. And he is in for a touchdown. And he is slow to get up.
Well, again, it's RPO, which means there's a run play called. And
sideline. 4 catches for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was a 34-yard score, and Will Reichert adds the extra point.
This guy is impossible, but it's part of Notre Dame's identity. I mean, that's who they are.
It's worked very well for them. 10-1, only loss in the ACC championship game. There's George Takis, a backup tight end, getting more time here without Tommy Tremble in the game. That's just the 3rd down and 8. And again, they spread the field with 5 receivers. Ian Book, under duress, completes it over the middle, and then incomplete. Came out of the hands of Avery Davis. 25 years of college football head coach. Is this the best offense you've ever coached? He said, I don't compare teams. And he said, last year might have been better.
When Tua was healthy. Maybe he's doing a little bit more than just running on dry land.
Irish fans hoping for a stop. Mac Jones completes to Devontae Smith just beyond the sticks. Sean Crawford made the tackle, but they pick up the first down with a yard to spare this playoff.
There's Devontae. They put him in that formation because it's harder to double or jam him. Can't let him beat you on this play.
3rd down and 12. Back shoulder throw intended for John Mechie. Alabama sideline wanted a flag on Nick McLeod. They don't get it, so Alabama stopped for the first time.
On what the result of this play is will determine what Notre Dame does.
9-yard gain. That was a design quarterback draw for Book. And he slides down head first at the 40. Brian Kelly wants him to spike it. They are going to.
Has a receiver made a play at all for Notre Dame in this game?
Not a strength of that team as well. Book on target to Ben Skoranek, the transfer from Northwestern. He's at the 40. 19 seconds to go.
Alabama knows that as well.
They rush for Book to Williams.
Good play.
And now the decision. It's with that 51-yarder. He's been a little shaky lately. That's a knuckleball that is nowhere near enough. And he's now made just 4 of his last 9 field goal tries. It is the pistol. Mac Jones faked it to Najee Harris. Lofts one down the middle. And what a catch by Devontae Smith. Up into the air and down with it to the 49-yard line. Not in field goal range for Will Reichard yet. A toss to Harris and the first down.
Well, part of that Allison was talking about, Brian Kelly wanting to still run the football into the limelight this year.
3rd down and 11. Still probably not in field goal range. Jones.
That's a big stop for Notre Dame. That is the big stop for Notre Dame. The ball was deflected. It was caught by Jones.
Feels big. 3rd down and 4. Alabama crowded the line, rush 4. Kyron Williams shoved out of bounds, and he'll have the first down with a half-yard to spare. Christian Harris pushed him out.
Well, so far, Tom
might be vulnerable in the middle of the defense. Book finds Michael Mayer for the first down out to the 35. Chopped down by DeMarco Helms. They call him from Miami and Kansas City. Was also his son's high school coach for 2 years at American Heritage in South Florida. Book on the run, threw it up for grabs, and it gets intercepted by Christian Harris. His first career interception for the sophomore from Baton Rouge.
Well, Christian Harris is going to be in coverage on Michael Mayer and does a beautiful job. He gets underneath. The ball is a little bit underthrown. And
seriously threatened either. Midway through the 3rd quarter, they have the ball back after the first turnover of the game. Mac Jones, quick strike to John Mechie. John Mechie down the sideline. And Devontae Smith's sidekick takes them all the way to the 22-yard line. If you want to get better, don't dance and bounce. Take what the play gives you. Mac Jones on 3rd and 4. He's going to take off running and slide down with the first down at the 7.
Well, he's not used to running harm's way.
Design roll to the right on 1st and goal, and he throws to the pylon, and it is caught for another touchdown by Devontae Smith.
This is just beautiful timing and accuracy. You throw this football to the front pylon. Devontae Smith is going to push the route into the end zone, and he's expecting the football right at the front pylon.
Plus receiving yards and at least 2 touchdown receptions. The only other player's done that in FBS football since
2 games. I think it would have been hard for him not to win it. But I think Devontae's going to win.
Book on the run, throws it away.
There's a late hit flag. This is going to be a 15-yard penalty on Alabama after the play. Ian Book just throwing the ball away. Davis has not done anything either. He's a guy in the slot that has to make some plays.
Just a four-man rush, but they get to Book, who can't unload it, with Christian Barmore draped all over him. A big loss back to the 30-yard line.
Well, Barm's going to be out.
Highly recruited player, four-star recruit. And they give him a play-action pass, and he's on target for Ben Skowronek. So no matter what happens from here on, and reinforcing that today. Up by 21 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Miller Forrestall's had a nice day. Seems like he's been there forever. A lot of injuries throughout the years, including last year.
The numbers are shockingly very similar when you look at this year's Alabama and last year's LSU team.
The teams are similar as well. Slade Bolden the catch in Irish territory at the 44. Quarterback who seemingly came out of nowhere to have a historic. Travis Etienne, 3rd down and 8 for Alabama as we go to the fourth quarter here at the Rose Bowl game. Tide leading by 21, and Najee Harris picks up the first down inside the 30, taken down by Kyle Hamilton.
Starting out of an empty backfield, probably not a quarterback run.
I think they give Mac Jones a huge gap through the middle of that defense to almost entice him to run. Billingsley the catch, and a nice tackle by Kyle Hamilton to drop him short of the for Alabama. Sophomore from Hoover, Alabama, has had, wait till he kicks it, a perfect season.
And that hasn't always been the case for Alabama under Nick Saban. They've been
Book the whole night to throw towards him, and Ian Book's been smart enough not to throw in his direction.
Probably be the winner of the Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the country. High throw. Javon McKinley managed to take it in with Josh Jobe in coverage.
Lights, his first time being a marquee player, and he's had his moments for sure.
Seem to come in bunches. Here's Kyron Williams bouncing off hits, first down to the 42-yard line. We're under 12 minutes to go in this Rose Bowl game.
Really good job of neutralizing Avery Davis, the slot receiver. He's had some big plays for them,
especially in that win against Clemson. Swing pass to Chris Tyree for a first down. Just one target today for Avery Davis. 2 huge catches. But not a factor today. Targeted once, not a completion. Unblocked blitzer. Jordan Battle didn't get there, and Book got it off to Michael Mayer. And Notre Dame is on the move with 10.5 to go in the fourth, down 24. Nice drive, but they're taking a lot of time. Nearly 4 minutes on this possession, and the throw too high for Ben Skowronek with Josh Jobe in coverage. And Kyron Williams, their outstanding running back, on the sideline. 4th down and 10. Book gets it off short of Avery Davis, who couldn't make the catch, with Brian Branch right behind him, and Alabama will take over on downs. Date Wallace Wade Stadium, named for the Hall of Fame Alabama coach John Mechie. Weaved his way near a first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him.
Went down to the wire. We're hoping that is tonight as well in the Sugar Bowl.
More than midway through the fourth quarter now. Mac Jones off the hands of Devontae Smith. There goes the Heisman.
Yeah, well, that is a rarity, because coming into the game, he had been targeted 123 times according to Pro Football Focus, and only 2 drops. That makes number 3.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 19. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Justin Ademiola.
The advisory committee, go back to school. If it's not the first or second round, it's go back to school.
That was last year. Here comes a blitz at Mac Jones. But where did you have him last year?
Had him in the second.
Oh, too high, apparently.
Too high, yep. I had to go back and study the tape. And it's a late flag here.
I think it's going to be intentional grounding. Yep.
Offense number 10. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. 4th down.
Yeah, Mac Jones had not left the tackle box. Made a good decision to get rid of the football of the game, and then Kyron Williams has not come back either.
Book rifled one across the middle.
Boy, did he take
That's a first down. Lawrence Keys the catch. His first of the game, just the 6th by a Notre Dame wide receiver. Just 3rd down and 8. 3 sacks for Alabama. None for Notre Dame. And Book's pass goes over the head of Mayer, with Helms bringing the heat on Book again for the national championship game.
After the timeout, Brian Kelly electing to go for it now on 4th down.
And Ian Book's on target. Avery Davis, his first catch. The senior, of course, Notre Dame lists them by their academic class.
The deep ends, the over routes, because they thought the place to attack was on the interior. This is tough here.
Yep, up for grabs for Skoranek, trying to throw a jump ball and take advantage of his height. And Patrick Surtain there.
After Patrick
the play was
Surtain
over,
has the strength.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Head coach Alabama. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down. That is that head coach's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Dad can't believe it. It's not out of character for Nick to be a little agitated. Even, yeah, that probably helped a lot.
Well, Patrick told us his dad started working fundamentals with him at age 5. So, yeah, I think so.
Michael Mayer, the catch. And Patrick Surtain still talks to his dad. Every 8.5 points, they lead by 24. With 1:43 to go. Book caught by Mayer, who's banged down at the 1. One minute to go. Book the fake, and he takes it in himself for the Notre Dame touchdown. But there is a flag on the play.
Offside, defense, number 28. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Josh Jobe, quarterback. Sean Kaiser at 18, and Tony Rice, the all-time record holder, with 23. The extra point good for Jonathan Dorr. Is that the longest active streak in the country? It's the all-time record in FBS football. They have 31 right now. Oh, Devontae Smith couldn't come up with the onside kick. And the Irish have it at the 47-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Didn't have him at all. I do think Clemson is playing very well right now. I think they were very in sync against this Notre Dame team in the ACC championship game. I think Trevor Lawrence is at the top of his game right now. I think getting Skowski and Tyler, that Buckeye offense as well.
As you said, they met last year. It's really becoming a little bit of a contentious rivalry. Josh Jobe breaks up a pass and gets flagged for it. The Bama fans and sideline hate it. Javon McKinley, the intended receiver.
Pass interference. Defense, number 28. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, it looked like there was a lot of contact, but they've been letting them play for most of the game. There's the grab also.
They are better, but they're contending with a juggernaut here today. Alabama clearly will be the favorite in the championship game regardless of the opponent. Ian Book, one last rumble down the field. Or perhaps another, because they stopped the clock with 1 second left. First wide receiver to do it since Desmond Howard, if in fact he does win it. Blitz, Book. It's almost as if Alabama was saying, okay, you want to call a timeout, run one more play, we're going to try to blast you. It was intended for Avery Davis, and it brings an end to this Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One. Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And by his standards lately, that's been a quiet night. It averaged 144 yards receiving over the previous 6 games. He'll need 10 yards to become the all-time leader in SEC receiving yardage